बोलो भक्तिवेदांत ठाकुर जी की।
If you have a book, it's 106.
106 बरजवीपिने यमुना कुले मंच मनोहर शोभिता फूले बरजवीपिने यमुना कुले मंच मनोहर शोभिता फूले वनस्पति लता तुषयाखी वनस्पति लता तुषयाखी वनस्पति लता तदुपरि कतो डाकोय पक्षी तदुपरि राधे तदुपरि कतो डाकोय पक्षी तदुपरि मलया नीलो वहे धीरे वलया मलया नीलो वहे धीरे अलिकोला मधुलोभित मीरे वसंती राका उड़पकादा कुमुदी भीतरे आदरे मता समाए रसिका आरंभिल रासा मुरलीधर हे मत समाए आरंभिल रासा मुरलीधर शतकोटी गोपी माझे तेहारी शतकोटी गोपी माझे तेहारी राधा सहनाचे आनंद माधव मोहिनी गाया गीता माधव मोहिनी हरिलो सकल जगत सीता स्थावर जंगमा मोहिल साथी हराइलो चंद्रवाली राम मालिया बराजा किशोर मालिया बराजा अंतरिता हाय राधा किशोर अंतरिता भक्ति विनोदा परमानंदने भक्ति विनोदा परमानंदने भक्ति विनोदा रस भंगी लयाजी राधा राधा भंगी लयाजी राधा शतकोटि गोपी माधव माधव शतकोटि गोपी राखिते नारी करिया जतना शतकोटि गोपी अभिमान राखिते नारी करिया जतना वेणु गीते डाके राधिका नाम एशो एशो राधे डाको एशा एशो एशो राधे डाको भागिया श्रीरासा मंडल तावे भागिया श्रीरासा राधा नामेशे चलिया जावे भागिया श्रीरासा मंडल तावे राधा अन्वेषणे चलिया जावे देखा दिया राधे राखो प्राणा देखा दिया राधे ओ राधे देखा दिया राधे रखो प्राणा दिखा दिया राधे बोलिया कांदाए काना रे काना बोलिया कांदाए काना रे काना बोलिया कांदाए निर्जन कानने राधे रधोरी निर्जन कानने मिलिया पराना जुड़ाओ हरी राधे रधोरी मिलिया पराना जुड़ाओ हरी बोले तू बिना कहाँ रासा बोले तू बिना कहाँ रासा बोले तू बिना तू लगी मोरा बड़ा जवाता राधे तू लगी मोरा बड़ा जवाता तू लगी मोरा एहनो राधिका चरण तले भक्ति विनोदा कांदिया बोले तू आगन माझे आमारे गानी तू आगन माझे आमारे गानी करी करिया दाखवला पाणी राधे की करी करिया दाखवया पाणी करी करिया दाखवया पाणी जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे जय राधे ओ राधा गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ गोपीनाथ राधा गोपीनाथ ठाकुर भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर भक्ति विनोद भक्ति विनोद ठाकुर भक्ति विनोद सीताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि सीताई गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि ठाकुर की जय श्री गदाधर पंडित की जय नमो भक्ति विनोदाय सच्चिदानंद नामने गौर शक्ति स्वरूपाय रूपानुगा वरायते I left couple of minutes to glorify these two great personalities, and it's not a surprise that both the Tithi fall on the same day as we were hearing, because Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidananda Namani. Just like Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu already announced the appearance of Sri Narottam Thakur prior to Narottam Thakur appearance in this material planet. Similarly, the appearance of Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur was already announced by the Acharyas in glorification of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Helo nadit khedaya vishadaya pramit amanudaya samvat shasht vivadaya rasadaya chit arpit amandadaya shashvat bhakti vinodaya in this verse. This verse describing how many kind of daya, mercy of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Chaitanya dayanidhi tav daya amando daya. In this verse, there's so many, I think 9 places is mentioned daya, 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 mercy. Because Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur is the embodiment of Gaur Shakti, the potency of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Sri Vishnu Chakur Thakur described there are prominent 18 potency of the Lord. And those potency of the Lord is like a lotus petal. And just like the lotus petals, petals of the lotus, they are held by the what do you call the middle part? The whole. That is the Karuna Shakti, the compassionate potency. Whenever Lord desired to accomplish something, all the potencies come forward to achieve or to fulfill the desire, the order of Krishna or Mahaprabhu. Krishna also have this desire. Shri Mahaprabhu has a desire. Prithvite ache ya nagaradi gram sarvatra prachar haive mora naam. My name will be propagated all over the world, every village, every town. That was the prophecy of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Then, one of the potency of Mahaprabhu, Gaur Shakti Sarupaya, the embodiment of the potency of Mahaprabhu, who, Shri Bhaktivinoda Thakur, fulfilled this desire of Mahaprabhu. Srila Bhaktivedanta Trikram Goswami Maharaj was describing once upon a time in Navdeep Dham Parikrama. The entire world is coming to Navdeep Dham to perform Parikrama. The entire world is getting acquainted with the doctrines of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Or they're dancing and singing by chanting Nitai Gaur, Nitai Gaur. Only and only with the mercy of this great personality, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who is Gaur Shakti Sarupaya. The name itself is Bhakti Vinod. Vinod means pleasure. Giving pleasure to. The pleasure of devotional services to his Ishtadev, to Shri Mahaprabhu, by fulfilling his desires. So Srila Bhakti Thakur is the one who introduced Gaur Naam, Gaur Dham and Gaur Kam. Introduced Gaur Naam. Today we all chanting Gaur Mantra, Gaur Gayatri. Who introduced that? Was not present prior to Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He is the one who introduced the Gaur Mantra and Gaur Gayatri. And not by his own speculation. He took this from bona fide sources. Chaitanya Upanishad, there are many other Upanishads. So today we are chanting Gaur Mantra, Gaur Gayatri only because of the mercy of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. This great personality, who is also known as Saptam Goswami, the seventh Goswami, as Maharaj was describing. Just like all other Goswamis, they fulfill the order of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Many times I say this. The sacrifice of the 6 Goswamis. Many times I say this. If we keep the contribution of all the associates of Mahaprabhu on one scale, and the contribution of the 6 Goswamis on other scale, the scale of the 6 Goswamis is heavier than the contribution of the associates of Mahaprabhu. Why? Because all other associates, they are in Navdeep and they are in Jagannath Puri, dancing and singing with Mahaprabhu, tasting and relishing the moods of Mahaprabhu, even getting drenched with the tears of Mahaprabhu, which are coming like a syringe, not flowing. They are along with Mahaprabhu. They are seeing all the pastimes, how Mahaprabhu is dancing in front of chariot festival, Jagannath Rath Yatra, and having water splashing pastime with Shri Advaita Acharya Prabhu Gadadhar Pandit and all, at Naranda Sarovar, Jagannath Puri, Nilachal Dham. But Mahaprabhu told the 6 Goswamis to go to Vrindavan, away from him. That's the greatest sacrifice. I'm very fond of speaking this because it really touch heart. And try to value this, understand this. Even though we hear in the Shad Goswami Ashtakam, Tvaktva Turnam Ashesh Mandalapatim Shrenim Sada Tuchavat Bhutva Deen Ganesh Kau Karunaya Kopin Kantha Shito Gopi Bhav Rasamrita Valahari Kallo Lo Magna Muhur Vande Rupa Sanatano Bhattajugo Shijiva Gopalako Tvaktva Turnam Ashesh Mandalapatim. They sacrifice everything, all their luxuries, all their comforts as insignificant. But that sacrifice is nothing in comparison of this sacrifice that Mahaprabhu is telling them to go Vrindavan, and they have to give up the close proximity of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu to fulfill the obey of Mahaprabhu, the order of Mahaprabhu. Obeying the order of Mahaprabhu is more important. They are showing with their own example. Because these Goswamis, they are Manjaris, and I don't want to go into that deep vichar. The Manjaris, they are not participating in the pastimes when all the Sakhis are around divine couple, Radha Govindji. That's their sacrifice. But what they get with that sacrifice? They're not asking anything in return, but they're getting by default. Jatolas Shadgun Adhikam Shanti Tamna Chitram. In Govind Lilamrit, Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami is saying they get 100 times more pleasure. Similarly, when the Manjaris, they came as 6 Goswamis, same episode happened. Mahaprabhu sent them away. And they're fulfilling the order of Mahaprabhu, establishing deities, discovering the lost holy places, writing books, and Vaishnav Sadachar. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also, he already planned, not only planned, he was on his way to Vrindavan with the desire to do bhajan at Radha Kund, Swananda Sukhuda Kundi. Immersed in that pastimes of Radha and Krishna, but he got stopped, Tarkeshwar Mahadev, on the way. Mahadev appeared in his dream and he said, Bhaktivinoda, go back from where you came, Nadia. Because so much is there to accomplish, you have to discover that birthplace of Mahaprabhu. Imagine that Mayapur Dham, Navdeep Dham, where that generous Navdeep Dham forgave the offenses of great personalities like Brahma, Indra, and many others. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur understood there's some desire of the Lord, there's some will of the Lord. He had to sacrifice that tour. He has to come back to Nadia. And then everybody knows, I don't want to repeat that, how he discovered the birthplace of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. But who's going to believe him? They will say, oh, you are magistrate, you are grasta, we don't believe you. So some bona fide, some high class personality should come and declare this. So on the request of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Shri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj came from Suryakund at the age of 140 when he can't even see and he can't even walk. On the basket, his servant carrying Bihari Lal, carrying on the basket Shri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj. And Babaji Maharaj, when he came to Mayapur, the birthplace of Shri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he jumped over his basket, calling Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. This is a place, this is a place, this is a place. But all credit goes to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, because in that period there was so much opposition. So-called Babajis from Navdeep, they claim that birthplace of Mahaprabhu is in Navdeep Dham. But Shri Jagannath Das Babaji Maharaj proved this and gave the evidence. And then Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also got this map from London. The birthplace of Mahaprabhu according to the direction from the Ganga flowing direction. So because of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, the entire world, past, present and in future generations, eternally indebted to him for this great contribution. He discovered the birthplace of Mahaprabhu. And not only that, all other places of pastimes. And he described this beautifully in Bengali verses in Navdeep Dham Mahatmya. How Shri Jeev Goswami, how Shri Nityam Prabhu took Shri Jeev Goswami and visited all these places of pastimes of Mahaprabhu. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is the one who gave account of this. Navdeep Dham Mahatmya. Who did this? Mahaprabhu, Shri Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And that's why Gaur Dham, discovered by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Gaur Nam, the Gaur Mantra, discovered by Bhaktivinoda Thakur. the deities introduced by the Goswamis, Shri Rupa Goswami, Das Goswami, etc. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is the one who introduced the worship of Gaur Gadadhar. Ha ha mora, Gaura Kishora. In this bhajan, Swananda Sukhada Kunja Bhitare Gadadhare Vame Kori. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur introduced not the worship of God Nitai. That worship is in Sakhya Ras, whereas the worship of Mahaprabhu is always in Dasya Bhav. But when Mahaprabhu is with Nityam Prabhu, there is no conjugal bhav there. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, following that Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachidanamne Gaur Shakti Surupaya Rupa Nuga Varayate, that line of Shri Rupa Goswami, that one pointed line, introduced the worship of Shri Gaur Gadadhar. Who prior to Bhaktivinoda Thakur introduced this? No one. Shri Bhaktivinoda Thakur introduced this worship of Gaur Gadadhar. So Gaur Nam, Gaur Dham and their Gaur Kam means the philosophy of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Shri Mahaprabhu, introduced by Bhaktivinoda Thakur in his so many books. I was speaking to Maharaj other day. Even though Jaiva Dharma is so philosophical, it's like a novel but so philosophical. But to make general people understand the philosophy of Mahaprabhu, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also wrote Chaitanya Shikshamrit, which is similar like Jaiva Dharma. But Jaiva Dharma is so philosophical, Gurudev used to say, Gagar mein Sagar. The complete ocean in one bucket. The complete ocean of Bhakti Ras in just one book, Jaiva Dharma, in where he gave Dashmula. Dashmula Tattva, so important. Anyone who learns this Dashmula and understands the Dashmula Tattva in Jaiva Dharma knows all philosophy. Everything in just 10 verses. The beauty of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur books, Srila Gurudev used to say, I'm just repeating his words, is that he starts from 1, 2, 3 and he goes to 1000. From very scratch. From the condition of from the situation of conditioned soul and how to come out of this, and then gradually growing more and goes to Radha Tattva, the Madhurya Ras. What he did actually, simplified the books of Rupa Goswami, Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu and Ujjwal Nirmani in Jaiva Dharma and Chaitanya Shikshamrit. Such a high personality, and he's teaching us Grastas are very fond of having pets. Up to this point, he said instead of having cats and dogs, keep cows as your pets. Serve cows. Yes, Maharaj, in Chaitanya Shikshamrit.
Yes, yes.
Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is giving so many details. How to follow properly Varnashram Dharma. For Brahmachari, for Grasta, for Vanprastha, for Sannyasa. Yeah. This the books. Then, in terms of songs, books, Vaishnav Siddhanta Mala. Small tiny book. All Vaishnav Siddhant in just one small book. Harinam Chintamani, where Srila Haridas Thakur is speaking and glorifying holy name. Imagine Srila Haridas Thakur, who is Namacharya, is describing the glories of Harinam. What is Namabhas? What is Namaprad? What is Shuddhanam? Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is giving account of this. Must read this book, Harinam Chintamani. Beautiful book. Kalyan Kalpatarum. Songs. More than 100 songs. Sharnagati, there's a complete thick book. The songs of Bhaktivinoda Thakur Sharnagati. We have few of that in this song book, but not all. Kalyan Kalpataru. And Ras Leela, we just sang this in simple Bengali language. And in those songs, he's also describing his eternal Sarup. There's one bhajan, I'm forgetting the beginning of that, where he's saying, my name is Kamala Manjari. My age is 12 and a half. Why he has to describe this? Vaishnavas, they don't give any exposure or their eternal Sarup. But because it was a need of the time, when the so-called Babajis were claiming and making this Manjari Bhav so cheap, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was refuting their arguments, but his mood was very mellow, not like Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. That's the difference. Srila Gurudev was saying, even though the same philosophy, same mood, Gurudev used to say same wine in different bottles. Same philosophy, but the style of saying was too different. In Jagannath Puri, when Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was in charge of Jagannath Puri temple as a magistrate, that time, such a big thing to become a magistrate, he was taking control of that Mukti Mandap. There's a mandap, anyone who go inside Jagannath temple, there's a big platform where all the scholars, Pandit, they sit there and they discuss if there is anything, philosophical point. All great Pandits. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was controlling that. And instead of Mukti Mandap, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave the name Bhakti Mandap. He's the one who changed the name. Bhakti Mandap in Jagannath Puri. And therefore, because he was in government shop, he was speaking Harikatha, collecting local people from there. It's so difficult to preach in Dham. Local people, they don't trust anyone like this. But Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, when he was giving this philosophy of Mahaprabhu and speaking beautiful Harikatha, is such a soft and reconciling all other dharmas. Christianity, Muslim, Jain, all other dharmas. We see, I think Krishna Samhita or somewhere describing that Jesus is in Sakhyaras. Something like this. I forgot now.
Vatsalya.
Vatsalya Ras.
Krishna Samhita maybe.
Krishna Samhita,
Yeah.
yes. Vatsalya Ras. And he was speaking Harikatha, so many people were coming. But because of his government work, he has to go for some official work, and he assigned this task to his favorite disciple, I would say, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. For him, Bhaktivinoda Thakur was so proud, saying that Saraswati Krishna Priya, Krishna Bhakti Jahiya, Vinod Saisaito Vaibhav. Saraswati Vishnu Priya means Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, you are so dear to Vishnu, means Krishna. Saraswati Vishnu Priya, Krishna Bhakti Jahiya, whose life and soul is just Krishna Bhakti. Vinod Saisai Vaibhav. This is Bhaktisiddhanta Prabhupada is the opulence of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. You are my opulence. So, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur gave this task to Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. You continue Harikatha for 3 days. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur went for his official work. And meanwhile, when Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he is very strong personality. Same philosophy but speaking very harsh. This is not bhakti, this is not bhakti, this is not bhakti, this is not bhakti, this is not bhakti. Everything is not bhakti. And hearing this, 50% audience left very first day. Second day, another 30% left. Third day, 98% left. When Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur came back, only 2% was sitting there. And hearing Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, what you did with my audience? Gurudev used to say this. Srila Prabhupada said, nothing. I was just speaking what you I learned from you. I just repeated what you said. So that's the difference. And that was the style of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. In songs, if you see the songs, Chintamani Mai Radha Kunda Tata Tahi Kunj Shata Shata. Not only just basic philosophy, but going to higher level. Residence at Chintamani. Lal Samai Prathana. How we have to cry in isolation, seeking the mercy of Shri Nityam Prabhu, Mahaprabhu and Radha and Krishna. Bhaktivinoda Thakur is teaching with his songs. So simple to sing and read and understand those songs of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And Srila Bhakti Raksha Sridhar Goswami Maharaj, he gave one account in his books about Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur. Because Srila Sridhar Goswami Maharaj used to say, my favorite is Bhakti Vinod Thakur. And if we, those who read the books of Sridhar Goswami Maharaj, He's also very soft, mellow personality. But Param Gurudev, Shri Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, his favorite was Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada. And that's why Param Gurudev speaking is like Prabhupada, hammering. Srila Bhakti Vinod Thakur, once upon a time, it happened so, in Swargaloka, in the middle of all the demigods, and with their guru, Brahaspati, sitting in the middle of demigods, can't digest this verse from Bhagavad Gita, where Krishna is saying, Apiche suduracharo bhajte mam ananya bhak. What is the meaning? One minute.
Even if one performs the most abominable of actions, bhajate mam ananya bhak, as long as he is one-pointed in his resolve, then he should be accepted as sadhu.
He should be accepted as sadhu. We don't accept. I don't accept. Krishna, I have objection in this. So Vishnu Chakur Thakur is saying, if you have objection to this, then be ready to make Krishna angry on you. Be ready on that, because Krishna is giving order. He's not requesting. He's saying, I'm giving order. Consider him to be a sadhu. So it's so difficult to digest this. Demigods were so bewildered. Brahaspati was contemplating on this, say no answer. Then they sent one chariot. This is in the books of Srila Bhakti Rakshashidhar Goswami Maharaj. I'm not adding anything in that. They sent one chariot for Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And with so much honor and worship, they put Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur on that chariot and took him to Swargaloka, in the middle of demigods and great scholars, and Brahaspati was there. And they all requested, Prabhu, can you explain what is the meaning of this? Then Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur described, you all are only focusing on one verse. This is true what Krishna said. Apiche suduracharo bhajte mam ananya bhak. But go to the next verse. Shipram bhavati dharmatma. Kaunteha pratijani name bhakta parnashati. O son of Arjun, declare my devotee never perish. Shipram bhakti dharmatma. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur giving a reconciliation of this. It's hard to digest this. Person doing abominable act, but his one-pointed devotion to Krishna, consider him to be a sadhu. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, this is the order of Krishna. If anyone obey this order, Shipram Bhakti Dharmatma, immediately, if anyone who is obeying this order of Krishna, immediately he becomes Dharmatma. Dharmatma means?
Righteous.
Huh?
Righteous.
Righteous. Immediately, I stamp that person become Dharmatma. So therefore, Kunti Putra, Arjun declared this, my devotee never perish. He said we have to reconcile with these two verses together. And Krishna wants to give this credit to Arjun. Arjun, I want you to become Dharmatma, righteous. Therefore, you declare this. Krishna didn't want you to give this credit. He wanted Arjun to get this credit. Shipram Bhakti Dharmatma. That's a very important point there. Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, this is the reconciliation. And many more points in that. And when Brahaspati and demigods heard this, they got amazed. Hence, reconciled. And they worshipped Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur there. And then they sent the chariot back. So, what is the status of demigods in front of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur? He's Kamala Manjari, the maid servant of Radharani. In some bhajans, he revealed his Swarup. Lalita Sakhira Ayogya Kinkari Vinod Dharite Pai. I am the Ayogya, means unqualified maid servant of Radharani. And I work under Lalita Sakhi. I serve under Lalita Sakhi of divine couple. So he's giving his Swarup directly there. And also we heard from Srila Gurudev how once upon a time Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, when he was living with his wife, And he has how many children? 11 children. Yes. And once upon a time, he was cooking in the kitchen. 12-year young girl is cooking in the kitchen. When the wife, she woke up, some noise in the kitchen, she came and she saw very bright, effulgent 12-year young girl in the kitchen. But when the wife came over the scene, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who was in his Manjari Swarup, was cooking, he came back as Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And wife got so surprised. She was cooking because divine couple is performing Ras Leela and I have to cook for them. So she was cooking. This is to, why he's showing this? To refute the arguments or the misconceptions of Sahajiyas. Otherwise, Vaishnavacharyas, for them there is no need to display or to show off this kind of pastimes. But for the Sahajiyas, for time, place, circumstances, they did so. The mood of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur is so high. He said, if I have given a chance, opportunity to leave my body, I would rather choose Kurukshetra to leave my body, not Brajmandal. Why Kurukshetra? Because that's the place, spot where my Swamini Radharani, she need most help. She is in separation and she wants to take Krishna back from Kurukshetra to Vrindavan. She is feeling pangs of separation, meeting Krishna after long years. She needs a lot of help there and support there. And therefore, I want to be there. It's Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur who taught us, Krishna virahe radhika dasha amito sahite nari. Krishna virahe radhika dasha. I can't bear this, I can't tolerate this, that my Radharani is feeling separation from Krishna. I don't even want to hear this. Je bhave se bhave thake. Amito radhika pakshapati sada कबो ना हेरियो थाके. कहां से स्टार्ट होता है? राधा पक्ष छड़ी जे जन से जन जे भावे से भावे थाके. Anyone who wants to enjoy the pastimes of Radha Krishna becoming a Sakhi, no matter, regardless if they are getting the form of Vipakshas, Bhaktivinoda Thakur said, no, I don't want. Je bhave se bhave thake. Whoever remain in whatever mood, let them be. But Amito Radhika, Pakshapati Sada. I'm always and always going to be with my Radharani. I can't leave her lotus feet. This is one point, the Rupa Nuga Dhara, the stream of Rupa Nuga, explained by Bhaktivinoda Thakur in simple words for that we can understand this. Simple language, simple mood. So reading Jaiv Dharma and Chaitanya Shikshamrit, Kalyan Kalptaru, Bhaj Godrum Kanan, Kunja Vinui. Bhaktivinoda Thakur composed so many songs. How is that possible for a person who has high profile in government job as a magistrate? That was secondary. Primary is associate of Mahaprabhu. What is evidence? Once upon a time, Shri Sarup Damodar Goswami appeared in front of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Shri Sarup Damodar Goswami. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was chanting. When he received the darshan of Sarup Damodar Goswami, tears flowing from his eyes. Because Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, he serves under guidance of Sarup Damodar Goswami. Shri Sarup Damodar Goswami is Lalita Sakhi. And Bhaktivinoda Thakur is saying, who am I? Lalita Sakhira Ayogya Kinkari. I am Kinkari, maid servant. I serve under Lalita Sakhi. So when he saw Srila Sarup Damodar Goswami, tears flowing from his eyes, folded hands, he paid obeisances to him. And Srila Sarup Damodar Goswami, he said, Mahaprabhu sent me here to give a specific order to you. And Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur was having all romance, full of tears from the eyes. Mahaprabhu sent you for me, ordered for me. I'm honored. And Sri Sarup Damodar Goswami said, Mahaprabhu ordered me to tell you to sting one garland of the verses of Srimad Bhagavatam. Bhagavad Ark Marichi Mala, this great book. If you read this book, amazing. And those who are little familiar with the verses of Bhagavatam, they can value this contribution of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. How he took the verses from 1st to 12th canto, describing wherever is written about the Sambandha Tattva in just one chapter. Abhideha, another chapter. Prayojan, in the 3rd chapter. Maya Tattva, Jeev Tattva, Krishna Tattva, Radha Tattva. All this Tattva and Siddhanta chapter took verses from all over Srimad Bhagavatam. Mahaprabhu told to sting one garland of verses. Who can do this? Just like Jeev Goswami. He wrote Shad Sandarbhas. Bhakti Sandarbha, Paramatma Sandarbha, Bhagavad Sandarbha, Preeti Sandarbha. Preeti Sandarbha means taking the references, from Puranas, from Bhagavatam, wherever it's mentioned about Preeti, where it's mentioned about Bhakti. Similarly, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur also, he composed this Bhagavad Ark Marichi Mala. Beautiful, amazing pastimes of Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. I was sitting here writing. And also, as Shravan Prabhu Maharaj was saying, he wrote commentaries on Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. He found Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita, the manuscript, and then he gave purports on that. Amrit Prabha Bhashya. If you have Chaitanya Charitamrita, the Bengali or Hindi version, and now it's also English version available. One of our devotee, Gurudev disciple, he did English too, with the commentaries of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, Amrit Prabha Bhashya, and the commentaries of Prabhupada, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur, Anubhashya. You must get this Chaitanya Charitamrita English version.
First 7 chapters.
Huh?
First 7 chapters.
No, he did Adi Leela, Madhya Leela. I'm not sure about Anta Leela. He already finished this. English.
All of it.
Yes. Beautiful. The commentaries of Bhaktivinoda Thakur on the verses of Chaitanya Charitamrita. And Anubhashya, the verses of the commentaries by Srila Prabhupada Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur. Amazing contribution. I have, Prabhuji.
Oh, you have.
Thank you. Amazing contribution. If Sri Bhaktivinoda Thakur would have not come, entire world would have been bereft of understanding of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his philosophy. Great contribution. How we would have gone to Navdev Dham. How we would have gone and seen the darshan of the birthplace of Mahaprabhu. And the Chaitanya Shikshamrit. The 8 verses of Mahaprabhu. Who made us familiar with those? Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Everything is Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Everything is Bhaktivinoda Thakur. My Guru Maharaj used to say, in his advanced age, never ever leave Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur and Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, my Guru Maharaj. No matter whoever Mahabhagavat can appear from any other sampradaya and say, these two personalities, they are not bona fide. Never ever listen to them. Never ever any person. These two personalities, they are direct parikar of Mahaprabhu. How direct parikar? Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada, he got initiation from he got Harinam from Bhaktivinoda Thakur. He got Harinam from Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur. And then mantras from Babaji Maharaj, Shri Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj. Shri Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj was not ready and was not willing to give Diksha to Prabhupada. Why? Why not? Because Srila Babaji Maharaj, remember Gurudev used to say, I'm going to ask Mahaprabhu.
Right.
I'm going to ask Mahaprabhu. And next day Prabhupada approached him saying, did you ask Mahaprabhu? Oh no, I forgot. So why he was again and again rejecting him? Because Gaur Kishore Babaji Maharaj is seeing Prabhupada as direct associate of Mahaprabhu. So keeping that humble mood, how can I initiate one associate of Mahaprabhu? Shri Babaji Maharaj, is there any doubt he's a Mahabhagavat? Is there any doubt he's associate of Mahaprabhu? So the associate of Mahaprabhu, they can't see the other associate of Mahaprabhu? Shri Babaji Maharaj is seeing Prabhupada, he's direct, he's my Prabhu's Prabhu, he's my Prabhu's Das. Means he's my Prabhu's servant. How can I initiate him? Not possible. Then why he initiated him later? Before he was not initiating because keeping this humble mood that he's my Mahaprabhu's dear one, dear associate. How dare I can initiate him? But later on, when Prabhupada is approaching him again and again for initiation, then to serve the associate of Mahaprabhu, he gave initiation. Not with the mood that I become guru of him, but to serve him because he is approaching again and again. And if I all the time saying no, 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 that's going to be my offense or disregard, disrespect to the associate of Mahaprabhu. Shri Babaji Maharaj is seeing Prabhupada as associate of Mahaprabhu. The same example applies to Narottam Thakur and Shri Loknath Goswami. That's the reason Shri Loknath Goswami is not initiating Narottam Thakur. Not because that, oh, you are rich, you are landlord. No, that's very external reason. But Shri Loknath Goswami is seeing Narottam Thakur as associate of Mahaprabhu because everyone knows Mahaprabhu gave prema to Narottam Thakur in his childhood. That's the reason. There are some inside stories. Yeah. All Gaudiya Vaishnavas always going to be eternally indebted to this great personality, Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, for his contribution to the entire universe. Yeah. But the problem is, we are not singing the bhajans of Bhaktivinoda Thakur. Or when we sing, we don't go to the meaning. We only focus on the melodies. But if anyone reading the meaning of the songs of Bhaktivinoda Thakur, certainly they are going to be impression to the heart. Atma nivedana tuapade kari haino parama sukhi dukhe dure gelo chinta na rahibo chodike ananda dekhi. O Mahaprabhu, O Krishna, the day I have done Atma Nivedan, I surrender myself unto you. All my miseries and distress goes away the day I surrender myself to you. And what I am going to see, Chaudi ki anand dekhi, pleasure and bliss all over, all direction. So why I am not happy and driving that bliss? Because I have not done Atma Nivedan. This is the mood. I think my time is over. They are ringing bell for prasadam.
Oh, Prasad.
Okay, I understand.
No, not me, but they gave a message for the summer, the camp
Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur ki.
No.
Shri Gadadhar Pandit ki. No, I already took so much time. So, we pray to Srila Bhaktivinoda Thakur, who is potency of Shri Gadadhar Pandit. Please bless us, so that we can also get entrance into this Gaur Bhajan, Gaur Naam, Gaur Dham and Gaur Kam. Hare Krishna. Thank you so much for tolerating me. And I was here a couple of days. If I offended anyone, please forgive me. Because tomorrow morning I'm leaving after Mangal Aarti. So if you ever, around 7 o'clock, if I offended anyone with my words or my actions, I ask forgiveness from all the seniors, from the juniors, from everyone. Forgive me, otherwise I can't progress in my bhakti. In my sadhana, I mean to say. Hare Krishna. And thank you so much for having me. And whenever I come to New Braj, especially this festival, it gives such divine and deep impressions of Srila Gurudev. His teachings, his memories from the speech of wonderful devotees collectively. So I'm requesting myself also to come every year. I can't request all of you. I'm requesting myself. I can make it for every year.
Well,
So
Marge, if you come, so many will come, so it's good. Good request.
that's a wrong idea. That I come, then everyone come. Because everyone come, then I come. Okay. Hare Krishna. Thank you for all the love and affection the New Braj devotees are giving. Hare Krishna. So we can go for prasadam. Yes, Prabhuji. Something to say.
The time factor when Bhakti Vinod Thakur the chariot is taken to Swarga Loka. It's the time of the earth and Swarga. So many.
They managed, the driver managed. The driver of the chariot managed that. He managed the time factor. Because everyone was waiting for Srila Bhakti Thakur. So it was just like a rocket.
Right. Special arrangement.
Special arrangement. He went there, then he came back. You see, when demigods they're getting defeated by demons, they're seeking protection from the kings of the earth. Shri Dasharatha Maharaj, Yajati Maharaj, all these great kings. And similarly, if they need some philosophical point to understand, they have to call someone like Bhakti Thakur to come. Because they can't get from Shwetadeep or Golok Vrindavan. It's so difficult for them to have access there. So they have to get from this planet Earth. Hare Krishna. Yeah. Thanks to Shravan Prabhu for the wonderful feast and Lalita Didi who made feast for all of us. Chalo.